Bruh, I haven't done a backtested video in like so long. I realized I just got my laptop here for the first time in like a long time. I was like, let me do a backtested video. Let me test myself, right? Let's do that. Alright, serious business. Serious business. Alright, so right now I'm looking at the charts. This is obviously ES or MES. Currently, I had to get comfortable. Okay, so I was just about to do this, and then I was like, you know what, let me record it. So this, I'm a little bit weird. I like to pretend to like tutor people. Like I was like pretending to like, oh, if somebody wanted to take this trade. So I'm not doing a great intro. My fault. Hold on. Let's zoom out. Let's talk about what's happening. So this is on the 10-minute. This is what's going on. Price has been going up. It's going very bullish, but I see that it hasn't really had like a true pullback, and it has a bunch of gaps right here. And also, while price was bullish, it's harder when you don't have a mouse. But when price was bullish, it then began to break structure with this move right here, and then it like created a double top, which we've seen before, and then has made a downtrend, and now currently it has made an even further downtrend. And so you would be thinking sells. Initially I was thinking sells, right? If we drop down to the 2-minute, I was thinking sells, right? In this area I was saying, okay, if this area right here gives us like a low, then I would be taking it. But this situation that we're in, I'd be a little bit more hesitant. And the reason why is if we go back to the 10-minute, we see that this is a 10-minute wiki bullish area. And this is something that I kind of dealt with today. Let me see if I can pull up my Discord. I don't have Discord on this computer, but basically what happened was price was bearish, very much bearish, but on the 10-minute I noticed that price was bearish, tapping into a 10-minute bullish area. And just based off of my backtesting, or sorry, based off of my journaling and just being in the live charts, I've kind of been thinking, when price is going in bearish, while bearish, but is now tapping into a 10-minute zone, let's be a little bit wary about going for those sells. So right now it looks like a pretty good idea to go for a sell, right? We're bearish on the downtrend on the 2-minute, but due to this area, I would need to see price break past it in order for me to be like, okay, price is really trending down now. So let's see what happens. Okay, so price pulls up. I mean, this could be a simple retracement, this, that, and the third, but I am thinking, okay, this is a critical area. Price may just pull up, maybe tap into this area right here, and then continue going down. And I could potentially try to get in on the retracement to continue the bearish trend. Or what I think, this is what I'm thinking right now, price may tap into this 10-minute zone, this bullish 10-minute zone, and start beginning to create structure to continue to the upside. This may happen, and this is what I'm looking at primarily right now, just based off of, again, me journaling like literally what happened today and everything like that. But if it doesn't happen, of course we have plans for both situations, or you know, those are the situations that I have planned out. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. Okay, so price doesn't make like a crazy high, but it doesn't break structure. So if price wants to go down, I would be looking for it to break structure. Let's see what's going here. Okay, it seems like price is building up. Okay, just broke structure right here. And honestly, let's try 2 entries. Let me delete that. I hate like having old zones and shit. Just like to have it clean. We can either try 2 entries. This is an entry I would not be as confident as. We got 2. We might get stopped out. Okay, no. Let me do like how I would feel more confident doing. If I was to take this trade, I'd feel more confident taking this buy right here with this target. That's what I would feel comfortable with. I wouldn't feel comfortable with the other one, but yeah, unless I could drop down to the 1-minute and maybe get a cleaner entry, which I might be able to. Nah, not right now. Okay. Let's see what happens. Just goes off without me. Okay, wait. Alright, well, this is a good one. Well, this is a good lesson. Even though we weren't a part of the trade, this is still a good thing because it's like, okay, our idea of paying attention to the 10-minute and the areas that the 2-minute is getting into can really potentially help you mitigate losses. Because while going for the sell makes total sense, and I wouldn't blame you at all, it makes sense, but you have to understand where is it tapping into. It makes more sense to tap into a sell setup or try to get into a sell setup up here in this range than it does in this range when we're clearly in untapped territory in the bullish side, and overall price overall has been bullish even though it was on a temporary downtrend. So that was something that I've been learning and like kind of like taking on for myself and just trying to pay attention more to, and yeah, that kind of thing. I want to see if we can get an entry here. Let's see how big the John is. It's like 15. What's a 1 and 2? 1 and 2 is the highs. Let's just take it. It does the move, but it doesn't have us inside of it. But at least we were right about the direction and just like getting more confidence in ourselves. Yeah, it's cool. Sucks. Let's move on. Okay, I randomized the bar. I skipped it once because price was in an area where it just gapped up, and I don't really like trading in those type of situations. So I just skipped past it, and now we're on this one. Okay. So this is what was going on. I don't care about doing it in the time that I usually trade. I'm more so focusing on price action, market structure, because I believe that is more important than time, like this time. Like obviously there's volatility depending on when you're doing it, but market structure is market structure, right? So that's what I'm mainly focusing. Okay. So right here, this is a practice for me because now I'm a little bit like, what do I see, right? Having it this way definitely looks like we are on a downtrend right now. This is on the 10-minute. Hold on, I need to think. Okay, I was just thinking. I was like, I need to think. Oh, I hope you don't think I'm cheating. I don't really know what's happening. I was looking at it. I was just like, okay, what do I see? But I realized I should have had that in the video. But what do I see? I'm still trying to figure that out. So obviously we see a downtrend, right? But what I do see here is price making it this here, but then I see this break of structure, but then I'm also seeing that price is tapping into a demand zone. So now I'm like, and this is on the 10-minute too. So now I'm like, okay, maybe that, or is price breaking structure? Let me take this out. Or is price breaking structure to retrace and then keep on going down, breaking a lower there? That's usually what I'm thinking about. It's like, okay, what is price about to do in this situation? What would I do in this situation? I see prices going up, but then I start seeing your break structure, and overall in the 10-minute, we are bearish. So just from that logic alone, I might be bearish, depending on that, just because of that. We are tapping into a 10-minute demand zone, but I'm thinking overall, the trend is bearish. So I'm going to just stick with bears, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Oh, shit. Okay, like, this is on the 10-minute only, because I'm going to stick with bears, so I would be in this setup right here. I might be wrong, but let's just see. So I'd be in that setup right there. And price would have hit CP. Cool. Stop loss would have been down here in that area. And yeah, that was a really important one because I do be getting confused, and I think me just being like, okay, I do see this 10-minute being like prices tapping into. But what is the overall trend? We're going down. This is literally the same exact thing, but the opposite of like what happened in the prior trade was like, okay, I see that we're going down, we're going sales, but overall we're in a bullish 10-minute trend and we're tapping into a 10-minute bullish area. So let's go for the buys, even though we're in a temporary selling situation here. Same here, but the opposite. We're selling off. Overall trend is sells, bears, but we've seen this bullish structure right here. And we also see prices tapping into a demand zone, high probability demand zone. But we know that the overall trend is bears, is shorts, going for shorts, aiming for shorts. So what I did was mark up the closest key level that I could see, which was here, a small little zone right here. I thought I could go down to the 2-minute, but I realized that I did the random bar on the 10. So this is back in, damn, 22. Okay, cool. But yeah, I mean, like, this is a crazy trade. I mean, like, this is almost a 1 to 6. Like, this is madness, actually. It's beautiful. If you wanted to be brave, I am not like this. You could have held it to the highs, like bros do. Oh shit, and it actually would have worked in your favor, goddamn. I knew that. Holding it to the highs, yeah. So, but yeah. I'm gonna do one last one. I don't want to make this video too long, but I'm having a good time. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna take it off of the 10 minutes so that I can go back and then I'll let you know. Okay. This was the next one. I just like switched it so I can have something that I can see the 2-minute on. Okay. So overall, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, it looks pretty bullish to me. Like, we do have bearish structure, we used to, but it's like we've built up like a good following to potentially go for some buys, potentially. First zones that I see is this fair value gap on the 10-minute. But I am a little bit iffy because we are tapping into zones. Something that I like to do is see, okay, where did this wick tap into? Okay, where are we? Okay, we're tapping into this and we're getting a little bit of downtrendiness, so I'm a little bit like, what's going on? But let's see. Let's drop down to the 2 and let's see what we can do. What if we go for a little breakage structure? There's a little liquidity down here. We're fucking crazy. Are we crazy? If we see some breakage structure, price break structure, we're going crazy. Are we crazy? If we see some price break a structure on the price, what if we go for this supply zone right here? Are we fucking insane? Are we insane? Am I in love with you? Or am I in love with the feeling? I'm gonna target it a little bit above, like this right here, and then 1 to 2 is tapping into the zone. Let's see what happens. Okay, yeah, I moved it because I like to have it 1 tick up below. Let's see. I can be wrong. Let's go. Little day trade, a little scalp, and then I did see that long over there, but I mean, I marked it up, but I was kind of looking for the trendy poo. What? Let's see. Can we get a 1 to 2? A 1 to 2 is right over here. Let's see what you to do. And we could get a 1 to 2. So we could have went both ways on that situation. Why did I go for the sell rather than the buy? I'm an impatient bastard, that's why. Truth be told, when I see break a structure, I go, and also I'm like, okay, on the 10-minute we see this fair value gap right here. I talked about that, and I was like, all right, I marked that up, and I saw price was like here, and I was like, that's so far away for the buys. I'm so serious. And so I was just like, okay, if price breaks this this line over here, this red line over here, I'm probably gonna go for a sell up in this zone right here. But fortunately, when price broke structure, let's back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. All right. So when price actually broke structure, it actually created a supply zone, a high probability supply zone. So yeah, that's just tough. So what I did was mark that hoe up, bring it back, one tick above the zone, get limit order right there, little tag in. Ooh, little drawdown. Oh my god. A little consolidation, and then ooh, TP gets it. And then if you wanted to, which I did not, you could take the buy over there. Bro, it's fucking crazy. This backtest is really cool, but it's like emotions, because why it don't be like this in real life? That's not true, but a little bit of it is. But I guess I'll talk about that in another video. I don't want to make this video too long, but I just kind of wanted to do that. It was fun, no lie. All right, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Thank you. Oh my god.